Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Astrological Intentions. I am your host, Alex Reevy, along with the La Ventana valedictorian, Sandy Reevy.
I come out first. We did have a first.
Right. It is episode 337, week of January 6th. Let's get right into it. In the transits, Monday the 6th, Mars retrograde in Cancer.
Heading backwards, get your feelings.
Monday the 6th again, Mercury square Neptune.
This is the first aspect he makes.
Wednesday, January 8th, Mercury ingress Capricorn.
Out of detriment.
And Sunday, January 12th, Mars retrograde trine Neptune.
Can you remember?
Then on the horizon, we have our year ahead astrology forecast for you, our Patreon community sign up, our Celebrate Your Life event that's happening very soon, and our 2 next retreats for 2025. So stay tuned for this episode of Astrological Intentions.
I say go do you. Now travel far, share your stories and earn your stars. It's you. Say you are the one you will answer to when this life is done. Don't waste a minute. Jump in the river. Wash yourself clean so you can deliver you.
Hello, La Ventana valedictorian.
Does that mean I'm first?
You rose up and you taught and you learned all the things that you needed to, and you passed with flying colors.
And we were upgraded to the new Shakti villas that are the luxurious rooms.
A brand new expansion of their retreat center.
Yep, and we're the first.
You were
group,
inaugural. That is pretty cool.
First group to go in.
And for the second time, because the first time you ever did a retreat, or the first time that they ever hosted a retreat, you were the retreat leader. And again, for their expanded retreat center, you did it again.
They think that it's good luck. The intention B group is good luck. We make talismans.
We are.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. We have our episode 337, week of January 6th. And shall we jump right into the transits?
Let's go.
All right. So today, Monday, January 6th, Mars retrograde in Cancer.
We tapped a little bit on this last week, but, take on a feeling. This is Cancer. This is a water sign. This is a feeling. This is a nurturing. Really, it's kind of reminds you that, we need to return to what needs rekindling. What about our own personal care? Mm-hmm. How do we nurture ourselves? Right? Is this a warm bath, or let's just say a hot bathtub? Is this what kind of tickles our insides that keeps us warm and nurtured and calm? Right? Let's go back to some of recognize that we don't have a lot of energy.
Right. And what I liked is that we might need to recognize what you said last week is we might need to recognize that our pilot light is out, and that we need to rekindle that, reignite the flame that burns low so that we can live our lives with passion and warmth. Right? So take note of that. Yeah.
And it's interesting because I just got a new hot water heater after 22 years of living in this house, right?
Talk about lucky.
And it was during that period, and that first period, and it wasn't that the pilot light was going off, there's just too much corroded debris, I guess, in the bottom that it would only fill up a certain amount of water and would only give me a certain amount of, not the 50-gallon that it says on the outside of the tank,
right.
But it only gave me 20 gallons of hot water. The rest was just debris and breakdown of some of the metal inside, and it kind of but now the new water heaters, he's showing me there's a vacation mode, vacay. I can turn that down. I can turn it up. So there's a knob that literally says where you want to put it. So it's kind of, we're going into that Mars Cancer period about let's warm up our insides. Yeah.
Right. And the same day, Monday, January 6th, Mercury square Neptune.
Yeah, and this is the first aspect he makes since he's been retrograde. and coming out of his shadow. So it's always important. I always look at this for everybody's personal charts too, is, he was giving, this can give us hints on what that retrograde was about, if we don't know what it is yet. What thoughts or opinions need reframing. Believe in your new revised beliefs, because this Mercury is making a square to Neptune. In other words, do your own fact checking. Don't just believe others because it's out of their mouth or on the screen or in your ear.
Right. Neptune likes to deceive and pull the veil over where you can't really see what exactly is going on. Reminds me a little bit of The Wizard of Oz. A little bit of Wicked. So let's move on to Wednesday, January 8th, Mercury ingress Capricorn.
So he's now out of detriment. He's going into Capricorn. That means he's coming out of the Sagittarius area. So now he's able to really make down-to-earth decisions, more productive, also because he moved into Saturn's sign, Capricorn. Saturn's direct now. So Saturn can offer a little bit more of, we're moving this way. We're taking this pathway. All right. We're going to take it slow, but we're going to make these decisions and be, very productive and constructive around, and serious. And these are some serious moves that you could be making right now.
Right. So it's going to feel like the rubber's hitting the road and we're getting some progress.
It's not fast, but it is forward movement.
Yeah, it's great when you just notice, okay, we're moving forward as opposed to taking a few steps back.
I mean, right? Have we ever been on an airplane where, there's been a delay, or they're saying, we have to get somebody, we have to call maintenance in, or we're waiting for extra luggages, or there's no communication at all from the cockpit. And you're sitting there going, we're all on, everybody's here, we're not moving yet, we're beyond our departure time, and then things start moving. And it's like, yes,
yay.
We're moving forward, we're moving ahead, or we're moving backwards in that capacity because we're having to get out of the
gate,
the hangar, or whatever they call that.
All right, so that'll be exciting. Mercury ingress Capricorn. So let's move to Sunday, January 12th. I can't even believe it. We're almost to the middle of January here, but Mars retrograde trine Neptune.
So this is the second of three. Again, it's a trine. So can you remember? Can you remember what happened August 28th, 29th? I do. Right? I do. I'll tell you in a minute. What was that creative, inspired person, that place, or that thing that you were researching, visiting, discussing? Did you meet someone new? Go back to that. This is a perfect time. It's a trine. This is water. This is water. So go back to that and repeat. Kind of when we get in water, it says, shampoo, wet your hair, make suds with your shampoo, rinse and repeat, right? This is kind of that same water period. For me, I was in Tuscany. I was in Tuscany. That was that creative, inspired place that I was. And because I was doing my scouting, my recent scouting, and it was kind of funny, and that whole Neptune thing was kind of like, not much has changed here in the 18 years since I've been here. And she goes, no, not much has changed since the 1300s, 900 years. Right. And I was like, oh, I guess so. So I thought that was pretty funny, but like I said, this is the second of three passes. The third and final pass of Mars making this trine to Neptune will be on April 19th. This is going to be really interesting because at that point, Neptune will be at 0 degrees of Aries, which is the world point. So world point in astrology is the 0 Aries mark. This is when you can go beyond the veil. And this is going to move the world compass. So we're going to keep this mid-April period on our 2025 vision board to see in the trine how things are, healing, the
Developing.
compassionate, is something more real about versus than just being imagined. And I know Tuscany, I was in a castle, so it was like, oh, are there spirits here? And she says, yes. Do you hear them or see them or sense them? And of course, the person I was with, my friend Zeffie's like, yes, there's a woman in this room. Yeah. So interesting things like that. So yes, that's what I remember. Yes.
So let's move on to the horizon, where we finished up earlier in December the year ahead astrology forecast. We would love for you to check it out. Bring your calendar, make sure you have those notes. And also, if you like that and you're jazzed by the forecast, we do this every month, and it's all on our Patreon community. We would love to have you sign up over there. Head over to patreon.com/chattingwiththestars. That's also where you're going to see the free video of the full year ahead. Next, we have upcoming is our January 16th through the 19th. That is next week, where we will be in Scottsdale, Arizona for Celebrate Your Life. If you have not grabbed your ticket yet, I really hope that tickets have not sold out just yet so that you can grab one and see us there.
Yeah, come hang out.
And two big announcements. We have our 2025 retreats coming up. Just in time.
A
preview is September 15th through the 22nd is the Greece retreat, the 2025 Greece retreat. This is an absolutely breathtaking location right on the beautiful Mediterranean, waters, the Aegean Sea. The retreat center is amazing. Really, it's picturesque and absolutely beautiful. So consider coming with us September 15th through the 22nd there, as well as if you wanted to just make it a wonderful European jaunt, you can stick around, do some traveling, and join in for the Tuscany, Italy retreat that's happening October 4th to the 11th. Any mentions? You were just talking about it before, but any mentions about it?
We're going to be at the Monte Gufani Castle, just south of Florence. We will spend a day in Florence, doing some guided tours there. I'm talking with a Vespa company right now, and that's an Italian motorcycle.
It's the way to get around town, for
especially
sure.
in the Chianti vineyards that we'll be traveling through. So this is staying in a castle, amazing, living in a castle with some astrology, on the side. But that is very limited in space.
Right. So if you are interested in either of these, we do not have the sign-up pages up just yet, but you can always email us, alex@intentionbeads.com, if you are interested in securing a spot.
Kind of before we put it up.
Right before we put it up. Most likely these are going to be selling out because we have such limited space. So we would love to have you there. It's a great idea if you want to travel with a group of women who are excited, adventurous, and ready to learn more about themselves. Yes. It's great. So that is going to be a wrap for this week's episode. Thank you all so much for joining in. We love for you to listen in and also engage with us. So if you have any questions, remember to email alex@intentionbeads.com, and we will see you all next week, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
I say go do you. Now travel far, share your stories and earn your scars. It's you. Say you are the one, you will answer to when this life is done. Don't waste a minute, jump in the river. Wash yourself clean so you can deliver you. The story of you, the story of you. The story of you, the